Well, I would say it's my favorite, but like honestly, I haven't I haven't listened to any of the song because like for them, maybe a little too sweet for me.
We could just cut you out saying that. Okay, excellent. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Oshare ShoX. Thank you very much, guys, for checking out this podcast series. If you're listening to this episode for the very first time, we welcome you to checking out our podcast. And for you guys that are still staying here, why are you still here? I'm just joking. Please subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, and join our community because we do need it. Let's actually backtrack a little bit. I was so excited. I was so happy. I was like jumping in and out. Let's actually just give ourselves like a little, for our new fans, Aaron, let's actually introduce ourselves. Okay, so right here, the one that's going crazy is your dearest host, Derek. And our other host here is...
Wrong.
Oh yeah, sure, it's that guy. Anyways, welcome, guys. So that this is for our audience that's listening to this first time, we are essentially a Visual Kei music podcast. We not only just talk about Visual Kei music scene as a whole, but we want to also help educate and just kind of shine some light and just encourage people to try some new stuff, whether that be a cultural thing, or it could be a cultural awareness thing where we talk about certain traditions, because at the end of the day, we're both Asians and we have definitely a lot of cultural stuff to talk about. But yeah, so going back to kind of how, and the whole purpose of our podcast, we are essentially just trying to promote Visual Kei as a music scene. Whether that's like a visual, like looking a certain way, dressing up a certain way, maybe you're playing music a certain way. We just want to share the beauty of Visual Kei as a whole, just because there's really no specific word to say that this is it, this is Visual Kei, right? Visual Kei can be a combination of things. It's not like classical music where you're expecting violins, some opera singer, a cello. It's none of that. Visual Kei is a very open-ended kind of term to describe a lot of things, and that's kind of what we want to do. At the end of the day, Aaron, what is the 3-letter acronym that we always love to do here in this podcast?
Oh yeah, our storytelling. We're here to P together. For P stands for promote. Let's share our experience and our excitement.
Yes, that's right, P. And this is kind of one thing that we've been always trying to encourage our audience, whether that's through our podcast and through our social media. We're always just trying to find different ways to get people excited for what they love, experience, share the experience in terms of what you've been into. It doesn't always have to be Visual Kei, but it could just be something similar. Like, oh, I just went to one of my favorite band's concert or my favorite composer's concert, and that was crazy.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, everything is universally tied to kind of like the Japanese culture, how much we appreciate about it, the artistic nature of it, and pretty much we believe in aspects of it that we think is worth sharing, right, Aaron? And that's kind of what we're trying to go for.
Oh yeah.
And going back to our audience that's listening to this for the very first time, if you don't know what Visual Kei is and maybe you kind of want a good breakdown of what all this is about, we highly recommend you check out our very first episode. We do talk about Visual Kei and what got us into Visual Kei, just because it's a kind of a good little appetizer to kind of what's going to come beyond this episode and as we keep on going. So now that we got that out of the way, we are going to continue our wonderful journey into Visual Kei as we dive deeper into Wave 2, which we call the Golden Era, because literally it is gold.
Yes.
Literally, it just won't stop. It's literally everything that we talked about in the previous bands for Wave 1 and even episode 2. This is all just it's nothing. There's so much more to this, right, Aaron?
Oh yeah. yeah, we're still on the tip of the iceberg or the surface of the water.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna really dive deep into kind of like the whole importance of why these bands are worth mentioning, not only for like a fanboying purpose. I love to say it that way, but it's kind of more so for like just kind of like sitting down and kind of seeing what these bands have done for the musical scene. Just at the end of the day, this is how I see it, right? Like one band does one thing, that also encourages many others to do other things. It doesn't always have to be music related, but it can also be very like different walks of life. I do know, for example, like, you know, there was a Visual Kei band member that went to become a music producer, right? So things like that. So
Yes.
okay, so now that we're gonna talk, so now as we continue on, I'm actually gonna let Aaron carry on this one because this is an interesting one. This is his favorite one, actually, in fact. So Aaron, what are we gonna talk about today?
Today, this one, honestly, I gotta tell you guys again, like, I haven't, never ever listened to the song. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. However, like, this band, of course,
Aaron, stop. We're so at least pretend you heard.
I can't pretend because I'm not good at lying. I cannot pretend, right? Okay, but like, bro, but this band, like, they're very, very, very special, right? They made a major influence to the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
They could be the very first band, right, that started to, you know, split into a different category of Visual Kei, right?
That's true.
So yeah, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about An Cafe, okay? An Cafe, oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie. For our audience, when they hear this, what do they think actually? Because I will be thinking it's like some sort of like maid cafe. I'm sorry. Like that's kind of what I think when I first heard that name. But anyways.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, you not alone, bro. Like me too, right? When I first about An Cafe, maid cafe, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah.
so like I look at, like, when I first look at them, like, oh my god, like it's a very, very, like, of course, like, their style are also very, very unique. I'd say it's another different type of street fashion.
Yeah.
When you look at it, it's, of course, it's a fashion not for adults. It's absolutely for, you know, either like children or teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll fit so much better. Maybe young adults, I would say, like the early 20s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that too. Yeah. I'll definitely say that too. So for our audience that doesn't know, like, what Aaron said, An Cafe is kind of like fashion sense is kind of more in that very like young, energetic, kind of youthful type of look, right? Whether that's like a punk like style or it's like a fashion Korean boy type of style or just kind of like that type of really young, cool. I guess maybe when you say cool, I'm actually looking at a picture right now and I'm like, okay, that looks kind of cool. Like, you know, like, it can pass off, right? Yeah.
It doesn't fit me, but like, it's just the fact that it's cool. But I wouldn't put on those outfits. Sorry, but
darn.
Like, for other people, like, it might look good on you guys, right? You never know. But like, as I mentioned before, like, this band could be the very first band that start to make the whole VK scene split into a different category. Okay, so this category called Oshare ShoX, just like our podcast name, Oshare ShoX.
Oh, let's go! Yes, the connection.
Right? So Oshare means it gives me the vibes of very colorful.
Yeah.
As you guys see the picture of how, like, what An Cafe looks like.
Yeah.
Right. Very colorful, very charming, and the song they play, it's man, I have no other word to.
Don't do it, Aaron. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Just don't say it.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because that's the word I can think of.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
right. It's sweet to me.
No, it's not sweet, Aaron. Please don't say that.
Okay, how would you say
Okay.
it, man? How would
All
you
right,
say
for our
it?
audience out there, Aaron has said some really horrendous words in this podcast. I had to deny a few of them, and this is definitely one of them. I'm gonna say it in a way that does not sound offensive. It's like a teenager, up-driven, happy type of like style of music. That's like how I would describe it, and that already sounds better than sweet, Aaron.
You know, bro. Let me cut you there. You know they're called cafe. What's in the cafe? Lots of sweets.
Oh my god. No, Aaron. No, there's not sweets, man. Aaron, I know you secretly love them, okay? You don't have to like broadcast that to the world. Yes, for those of you who don't know, please check out the Lunacy episode. That was a fun one. Fun words were described there.
Yeah. But yeah, it feels like yeah. Let me go back to like Oshare means stylish
Yes.
in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's why that type of the Visual Kei has been split to what they call Oshare Kei, means stylish. So that the way how they dress is more stylish. It's like also aiming for a certain age of people. Like Derek said, the way how they play the song also in a childish way, charming, full of energy. So yeah, that's kind of it's when I first look at them, okay, as I'm doing looking into all these wave one of the bands.
Yeah.
And then once I saw the band SHAZNA, now it looks like feels like Cafe took some inspiration from them. From Izam, the way how Izam portrayed the character of the band or the character that he's in Izam, right? It's the Cafe took some inspiration from them. I could be wrong, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys know more about Cafe, please comment below, correct me, because I really want to know.
Well, how I see it, Aaron, you do bring a good point, is that when you look at actually what the generation wave one of the Visual Kei bands, what they've done in terms of a more musical inspiration or stylistic approach,
yes,
they all have some sort of lingering effect. What I mean by that is essentially anyone that's exposed to them will probably have a subconscious where they're like, hey, maybe I could dress like that, or maybe let's look a certain way, because at the end of the day, these bands that we talk about kind of in this wave 2 are still very largely influenced from the generation 1 or wave 1 bands, because whether you want to go more in a more gothic direction, a glam direction, a more metal, a more kind of a normal rock star kind of look, at the end of the day, the wave 1 bands we talked about for our podcast all kind of did those things. And being someone that's kind of growing up through this type of culture, you naturally will gravitate more to one over the other, right? So in this case, what Aaron has said, it's not totally unbelievable that they got inspired by that generation. Maybe they appealed to them more, or they're like, hey, you know what? We really like that kind of a very cutesy vibe, this kind of very like sunshine and rainbows and stuff like that. Well, that's my best way to describe it, right? But taking that and kind of adding our own little take on it. So
like you said, honestly, if you look at one of the members, the bassist Bo, he's one of the I would say popular, very popular members, right? For people who are into the band, he's one of the very totally a girl, a schoolgirl, I would say. Very, very cute looking. But unfortunately, Bo didn't stay really long with the band, right? He left the band eventually. But I honestly, I never knew why. I thinking that deep, because I'm sorry, all I care about is the music.
No.
Right? Never really dig into the whole reason.
Yeah.
So let's turn out now I'm digging into the history of Cafe, so came across the reason why he left the band, due to his family disapproval with his girl looking.
The more feminine appearance.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, like for our audience that don't know about this, it's like,
Yeah.
I guess a very good example of this is like, just imagine like, you have your parents, your family and whatnot. Just imagine like someone that's close to you dresses up as a girl. I don't think, and is a guy, biologic is a guy. Most people will be thinking like, is this like for once and like just a one-time thing for fun, just laughing it out, or is this like a career? Because like at the end of the day, when you are embracing this is like a more professional kind of thing, kind of more like this is your career in a sense, right? So especially when it comes to kind of in a more Asian culture, this is more frowned upon because it's like a disgrace almost to the family. It's like, why are you dressing up as a girl to make money? But at the end of the day, like we all like what separates a traditional mindset from a more modern mindset is the more modern mindset accepts changes, right? Because at the end of the day, things don't stay the same. And tradition, they always want things to be practiced, encouraged to do or look a certain way for years, right? And with Japan being kind of a very Asian, like traditional mindset, it's kind of inescapable, kind of like in terms of like upbringing. It's like try to follow the traditions, don't look weird, don't act weird, and that's kind of the problem with Japanese society as a whole. That's kind of my spin on it. Anyways.
Also, correction, both actually plays guitar. Like previously we did a side episode about kabuki, right, Derek? Yeah. So so it's of course it's a perform like at the end of the day, like they all do as the sake of the performance on the stage.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. Like it doesn't mean like the whole Japanese culture means it's okay for your son or for the man to dress up as a girl, right? Like in a family household, they understand like that kind of this is performance, but please don't dress up like that like every day. It's very interesting, like how like the whole Japanese culture, like they honor that traditional of the kabuki dance, but like in the end, it's all about performance, like Yeah, you're still a man.
Yeah, still a man. Yeah, at the end of the day, we know it's a man, and it's just all performative, right? So for those of you out there that wants to know more about kabuki, it is a very interesting topic that we did discuss about it. Please check it out on our podcast, on our episode where we talked about that on our whichever platform you would prefer, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. We do talk about this, and we do find it very interesting how this all came to be, and how Visual Kei and even modern day Japanese kind of arts and performative arts is all kind of linked back to kabuki at the end of the day. So it's a very interesting topic. So anyways, like Aaron has said, like with On Cafe, kind of what they've done, like definitely we will say they definitely left an imprint, because that also invited more modern bands to do something similar later on, which we will talk about those guys later when we do get to them. But I will say, if anything, On Cafe is definitely very unique.
Yes.
I'm gonna be that guy too, so Aaron's not on the blame here. I'll be very honest. I listened to On Cafe. It wasn't really my cup of tea. Just at the end of the day, I'm not really into like that upbeat, like childish, kind of like energetic type of songs. Like for me, I'm more of like, give me something emotional, not emo music, okay?
Me too.
Give me something that I could feel. I could feel like emotions behind it. I kind of like more generally harder beats, like hard rock, or kind of like leaner towards metal.
Yeah, thank you.
Type of music. But nowadays I'm different. But kind of around that time, I was more into like just standard rock with like kind of like a more like a masculine voice, and like kind of like straight up like, or like just singing rock, right? So that's kind of my thing. So Aaron's not at the fault here. But Aaron, if I were to ask you, is there a song in particular that you know about them, or is there something you can point them towards our audience to give it a shot?
Honestly, I got none, bro.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
Literally, like the songs are maybe a little too sweet to me.
Yes, it's like candy. Anyways, for our audience out there, we do apologize. Actually, this will mark our very first episode where we didn't recommend a song, only because it's not because, don't get us wrong, we don't hate this band at all. it's just like we listen to it and it just doesn't really stick with us.
Yes.
And you're gonna find that with Visual Kei a lot. There's gonna be a lot of bands that sound that people will probably say is very good, and you're like, you listen to it, you're like, you know what, I don't quite like it. So that's kind of where it comes back to, because at the end of the day, music is quite biased in a sense where we have our own taste and not everything is going to click with us. But we want to bring up On Cafe because they have done some incredible stuff. It's undeniable fashion wise,
Yes.
and musically wise. They introduce a new era and a new generation of musical potentiality and acts. So that's why we brought them up for this very episode. So
sorry there, guys. I'm sorry for cutting you off because I gotta mention after Bo left, I had such a huge reaction after knowing that like they got a new guitarist to replace Bo, right? It's this guy named Yuki. Oh my god, when he came out, like looking at him, like, I mean, what the hell is this? Like, what's with the cauliflower hair?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed. I was expecting to hear like some a new love. I thought you were gonna express your love for this band.
Right? Because like I was like, there's so many different like better looking hairstyles out there. You had to pick cauliflower.
Yeah, so cauliflower hair, huh?
Yes, because I like there's so many better hairstyles. Please don't like no cauliflower, not for VK.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for staying tuned all the way. We will catch you guys up on the next episode. We will continue this journey, talking about Wave 2. We have a lot to go through, Aaron, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya. Thank you. Bye.